the SNOTE implementation, note implementations. Okay, so note implementation, that's called the SNOTE. So SAP note implementations. So what is this SNOTE? So why we have to implement these notes here? So in our SAP system, if any issues or any errors, so as part of that resolution, so we may have to suppose like example, some program error, some code corrections, some bugs, new enhancements. So as part of this one, SAP will deliver the SAP deliver the corrections in the form of note. SAP will deliver the corrections, the program corrections. So new enhancements, everything in the form of note, they will deliver to the customers here. So in our system, you see, okay, this is we have this issue. Then we have to implement the this error in our systems. We have to implement it. So that is what we have to do it here. So using the SNOTE transaction, we have to implement the notes. Using the SNOTE, we have to implement the notes here. See here already there are the multiple notes as part of the upgrade procedure. There are the multiple notes already our guys are implemented. Our guys are implemented as part of the multiple notes our guys are implemented in our systems here. So for this note implementation, so actually there are the types of notes are there here. There are the types of notes. Notes means kind of SAP related number. In that number, we have some program corrections, some bug corrections, some patch corrections, some new enhancement, the issue correction related information will be available. So here there are the informative notes. There the first note is called the informative note. Then corrective note here, corrective note which we have to download and we have to implement in our SAP systems, which we have to download and implement in our SAP systems here. Information note means just in that note, it will contain that is called the knowledge base articles. So which means, so KBS, which means it contains some information how to fix the error, some steps, some resolution steps will be available. So that note, information note, cannot be installed in our system. So we have to follow the steps, we have to implement it. But these notes, corrective notes, we have to implement in our systems. We have to implement in our systems to fix that error here, to fix that patch level error or bug, code corrections or anything, we have to implement it here, right? So there is a information of how to download it here. So normally in the nowadays, actually there is a SAP backbone configuration. SAP backbone configuration. As part of this backbone setup, our system automatically set up. Our system is linked to the SAP marketplace. So just go to the SNOTE transaction code. Once you've done the setup, then go to the here, then go to the notes browser. Then so we can directly download from the SAP. You don't need to manually download the note. Just to provide the note number here, then click on the OK button. Then the node, automatically the note number which will come to the here. Then select the note, then click on the execute button. Automatically that will be implemented. Here. But these nodes already implemented. So that's why completely implemented you will get like. So if this is the symbol means it cannot be implemented. That node cannot be implemented in our systems here. That's why we cannot implement those nodes in our systems here, right? So that is the nodes here. Suppose example, let me So, but in our systems, we don't have the backbone connection. So, we have to manually download it and we have to manually import into our systems here. Okay. So let's see here. Now, what is the password? Anyone remember? Okay. At least 000 work.
Hey Ravi, theoretically, can you give like steps to configure the backbone?
Backbone configuration, there is a lot of steps, Jonas. It's not like
Okay.
simple 2, 3 steps. It's a lot of steps we have to do it. There is a plugins we have to update it. So, and we have to router configurations. Our system should be registered into the SAP Service Marketplace. Then some nodes, some nodes we have to upload. Some plugins we have to update it. Then after that, you will get the one report. In the SA38, we have to go to SA38. We have to so we have to execute that report. In that report, you will get the multiple steps. In that, as part of the multiple steps, there is a one step where you need to create the technical S user ID and password we have to maintain. Then in between, in advance, we have to create the one S user ID, dedicated S user ID and password we have to create for the this backbone. Then after that, so we have to complete it. Then it will generate the some RFC destinations in the SM59. It will work. So there is a lot of procedure. So it's not possible. That's why. So in the training environment, that setup is not possible. So that's why I'm not explaining that one. But I have the document. I will share with you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I will
Just
share the document. Yeah.
thank you.
But without that one also, we can perform the note implementation. One is the automatic download from the service marketplace. So that is the one. So what if I don't have the backbone configuration? So then we have to manually download it, then upload it and implement it. So these are the 3 activities. One additional activity, manually downloading the thing. We have to do it here. Manually downloading the things we have to do it here. So how to do that one? First of all, how to manually do, how to download and how to do that one. So take example. So as part of your system, as part of the system functioning, you have see here as part of the system functioning, you see it's either some dumps or some dumps you have observed. So SAP recommended you to implement the some notes. SAP implemented you to implement the some note to fix the errors here. To fix the errors here. So in this case, what you have to do, you need to implement that note here. So what you have to do? You need to go to the SNOTE transaction code. Then you have to go to then upload the note. Why? Because we don't have the any backbone configuration. The upload the note. When you upload the note, here we have the notes are there. Here we have the notes are there. Somewhere we have notes. So in the E drive, SAP software folder, I am keeping here all the notes. Okay, all the notes I am keeping here. right? It's done. You can see that all the notes are available here, SAP notes. So here available. So it's downloaded, manually downloaded here. So how I downloaded means I will tell you. Suppose the example. So let's take this is the note here, right? So as part of the issue, what we got it, we have to implement this note here. So let me open SAP Marketplace. Go to the visitsupportportal.com. Suppose you have some issues, some here you need to enter the keywords. So to get the exact notes or something like, suppose like example, you need to enter the error messages or something like time zone issue, whatever you have. Suppose like when you are seeing in the SM21, there are the multiple time zone issues here, right? There are the multiple time zone difference. We know how to fix all those things. But so suppose example, so this is the error, it's reported. Just copy this one, then enter it here. Let's see what is the SAP recommendation for this one. This one here. Let's see here. In the search, you will get the multiple knowledge base articles you will get here. See here. So one is the note number 271199, and the second one is the different notes, changing the system time zone management users. There are the multiple users here. Maybe it's related to the our one, like it's slightly different to it's our system here. So just to open, maybe if you want to open the one by one note here, right? Just to open the note, this is the note number here, means SAP will deliver the solutions to us in the form of note. This is the note number here. This is the note number here. So here, what SAP is saying for this type, if you want to change the system time zone of your system, you need to read the below point just before me hand. So, right, solution. So they have provided the solution here, right? You can see the solution. This is the prerequisites here. So they are saying that system time zone should be set in the SAP. This is the transaction code and equivalent to the time zone in SAP application server. In SAP application server, and here it should be matched here. You should determine the which time zone at the operating system level. Specific part should be converted to the new time zone before the planned change here. So then after that, implementing the check sure your system is ready to current data information. So then set the new time zone immediately. So shut down the application server. Then restart the system. So they are providing some information to us. They are providing some information to us. So we have to, so they are providing some information to us. So this is the corrective note. This is the corrective note here. So which means they are providing some information to us to implement it here. Suppose if you see some other notes. So those notes can be those notes. Note number I'm just typing here directly. So how I got this note number means, so as part of the upgrade, so we got this one here, right? You can see here some notes. So this index cannot be corrected. So what is the solution? Implement the correction instruction, execute the transport again. So which means they are saying that, so they implement this note again, this note again here. This notes are specific to your software components here. Notes are specific to our software components here. So that's why it's showing the note implementation. This note is applicable for the SAP basis version 740 and 750. Then support pack level also it is showing here, which support pack level, up to support pack level. This can be implemented here. This can be implemented here. So what is this node means? Incorrect naming convention. Incorrect naming convention. Suppose if we have this type of issues, so then if we implement this node in our system, implement means if you install this node in our system, the issue will be fixed here. The issue will be fixed here. Then how to do that one? How to do that one? Why? Because we don't have, normally we can select this one. So SAP said that we have to implement this node. Then select this one, go to SNOTE transaction code, then download the SAP note, put it here, just click on the OK button, then it will be downloaded automatically. It will connect to the via RFC destination, it will connect to the SAP marketplace, SAP notes server, then it will, so it will connect it, it will download it here automatically. But here we don't have the connectivity to the SAP. That's why manually there is an option to upload the SAP note, upload the SAP note here, upload the SAP note here. So then here, go to the SAP softwares, then SAP SNOTE transaction code here, suppose like this one, all right, 2221783. So then select it. Then why? Because when you download the note, it will download as a SAR file. It will download as a SAR file. When you extract it, it will create the one zip file here. Then the zip file, if you extract it, it will create the this one like this here, right? So that file we have to import it to the here. Just I'm importing this file here. Just import it in the here new. So this is C here. In the new C here, it's not applicable. You can see here this cannot be implemented. This node cannot be implemented in our system because of it's not matching. The version is not matching, right? Why? Because list of support packs is like, so SAP NetWeaver 740. So let me show you. So this note is applicable only SAP basis version 750, 750, fine, 740, 750. We are in the 750. We are in the 750 version here, right? We are in the 750, but 00 version here. So we are in the 750, so 00 version here. So, but that's the reason, that is the reason. So this note cannot be implemented in our systems. This note cannot be, it is only applicable for the 002 system here. So we need to search the relevant note for the our 752 here. We need to search the relevant note for here. Then just import the one more node for our testing purpose. Let me check one more note here. Now this is also cannot be implemented. Yeah, I think this one we can implement it. I think it's partially implemented. We can implement it here. Incompletely implemented, we can implement it. So for that reason, what we have to do, once you upload the note, here, once you upload the note, what we have to do, we need to just select the note, then click on the so implement note. Implement means installing the note here. Implement note here. Okay. So then click on the OK button. It will ask the transport request number. Select the transport request number or create the transport request number. So then click on the OK button. So the node will be installed in our systems here. So as part of that node, there is a one object object related changes are happening in our systems here. Here, just click on the OK button. Right, see here, the note is completely implemented here. So which means that node got implemented in our systems here. The node got implemented in our systems here. Like this, we have to implement in our systems here. So if the node says it cannot be implemented, means the node cannot be implemented because of the version is mismatching, means that node is not applicable for our system versions, our system version here. So how can we know before implementing the note? We should know means we have to open the note clearly and see so what are the software components and what is the patch level version and all the information we can see it in the system. So if these are matching as per your system, so then this note can be implemented in our system. If it is not matching, then definitely there is a different note. That note we need to set it out here. And the hundreds of notes, n number of notes are available in the marketplace. So those notes we need to search it out here. So let me search one more. Any other notes here? First note, let me search double one. I think this is also not applicable here. So like this, we have to download it. Then we have to import the nodes here. You need to check what the other nodes can be implemented in our systems. Yeah. So this can be implemented because you got the play symbol now here. You see, you got the play symbol now, play symbol. So what is this one? There is a incorrect adjustments in SPDD. There is a incorrect adjustments here. So this note we can implement it. This note we can implement it in our systems here. So that's why can be implemented, means this can be implemented here. So select that note, select the note, just click on the implement note here. Then select the note, just click on the implement it here. See here, as part of this note, again it is asking the one more note here. So one more prerequisite note here, 2541 to 2361 here, right? So 2541. So 25, yeah, this is the note it is asking here, right? As part of this note, it is asking the one more note also here. Then we have to upload one more note also here. Then that note can be implemented here. Means these two notes combined together, we have to implement it here. So that's why it is asking the one more. So the pre note also here. Some notes, just information, the resolution steps will be, it will be allowed. So that's why the notes are called the informative notes. Some notes we have to install that note in our system, to fix the issues here. So as part of this notes, so these are the corrections are happening. Just click on the OK button, right? Just click on the yes. So maybe record the changes into the transport request. Why? Because if this changes, the node changes can be recorded into the transport request. So in the future, maybe other systems, if you want to implement it, just we can move the changes to the transport request. We can move to your quality and production systems. Why? Because you don't need to apply manually these nodes. Just move the transport request here. See, as part of this node, few functional modules, right? And methods are getting updated. It's getting updated here. So as part of this nodes here, these are the changes are happening in our systems here. So just click on the OK button. So then, so the nodes are implementing in our systems here. So for note implementation, system restart is not required. So we no need to restart the systems. So see, it's a lot of multiple changes are happening, changes in the system. So that's why see here, it's taking time. It's taking time to install all these nodes in our systems. Uh, Yeah, I think it's implemented. You can see now it got implemented here. So note is completely implemented, which means if any issues related to this our symptoms, if any issues in our system, that will be fixed as part of this note implementation. So that's the reason to fix this type of issues. So we have implemented this note. In any case, suppose we may have to suppose like so after implementing the node, sometimes what will happen, we may see some dumps. We may see some dumps in ST22, lot of dumps. And also we may see some code errors, functionality, other functionalities may be impacted sometimes, other functionalities. So then in this case, what we have to do, there is a option to re-implement the node, reset the node implementation, reset the node implementation here. So that's one we can perform it here, reset the node implementation. So what we can do, just select the node, there is an option to reset the node implementation, means we can re-implement the node implementation. So that's possible. That's possible here. That's possible here. So just select it, then we can, whatever the changes are happening, that changes we can roll back. We can roll back here. Done. So the change is rolled back. Now it can be implemented again. It can be implemented again. If you want to implement again, just select it, just click on the OK button, then we can implement the note. Note is like some bug fixes, some corrections, bug fixes, some corrections of your system. So everything normally up to date yearly once we may have to update our patch levels to SAP upgrades. Upgrades we may have to perform. Our SAP systems we may have to update from one patch level to another patch level. We may have to update it here. One patch level to another patch level we may have to update. So here someone already updated our components here, right? See here one version and that is in the different version. So we may have to updates, right? This is in the NWQ. So someone updated this one here. So we may have to update all those things here. So, in between, if any errors or any bug fixes, code corrections, syntax errors or anything, so that time what we have to do, SAP will deliver the solution as part of the node in the form of node, they will deliver the solutions to us. So we have to check the correct node in the SAP site, we have to check the correct node, then we have to install that node in our SAP systems. In SAP systems, we have to, this can be implemented, select this, just click on the implement this node here. Like this, we have to install the nodes in our systems. So normally the manual download is, it's only for the which systems are not linked to the SAP, those manually download is required. But in the organization, definitely all the systems are mapped to the SAP. So definitely we no need to use the upload the SAP option, just directly download and implement it here. Here we are uploading and implementing the notes here. That's it. So only one additional activity, uploading the note. So, but uploading the note, first you need to download the note here. When you ever open the note, it contains the download option here. So we can download it and we can implement it here. So some notes, there is no download option here. Those are the information notes, informative notes here. Those are the informative notes here. So that's why we can remove some notes, it will be display, but some notes, if you are getting the download option, means that is that note can be applied in our system. So means that is the correction note here. But if we are not getting the download option, means then that is the information note. Just it will contain the information here. So information, just how to fix it out and all those things, we will get it out. That is the note implementations. Any questions, anyone?
Ravi, I had a question. So, I know you can implement the notes, you can implement the notes. During the time of implementing a node, a TR request is created.
Right.
And once you move that TR request to another system, as per my knowledge, you cannot undo the imported TRs or whatever the TRs we are importing, we cannot undo those. But if S node is being moved as part of a transport, can we still go to the S node transaction and de-implement the node in the target system?
Right, we can do that one. Yes, it's possible. But because note, right? So as part of the transport, you cannot roll back. So, but inside of the transport, you have your object. So, but in that object, you can roll back. You can object, you can just roll back. So you can object that object, you can roll back it. So that we won't face any issues that time. So it's possible to roll back it. Go to the app, select the transport request. So sorry, select the node. So that node says that it's already implemented. Then select it. Just there is an option. So reset the node implementation here. Reset the node implementation. So then we can reset the node implementation here. That's possible.
Okay.
Yeah, you can reset it. So otherwise, what we can do, if you want to test, so maybe what is the note? Well, because yeah, there are the bulk notes are implemented by our guys. So what is the note for this one? If I go to the note log, what is the note transport request number? This is the transport request number 9000. This is the transport request number. In this transport request number, we have the all the notes are loaded here. So this is in the development. So here, so note, S note, this number, S note, S note. Yeah. So here, these all nodes are loaded as part of this transport request. So these nodes are moved. What we can do, we can release this transport request number. Just we can release this transport request number. So just go to SE01. We can release it. Different client. I'm in the 100 client. Here different client, I guess. So which client this transport request got created? I think 000, okay, 000. NWD 000. I need to log into the NWD 000. Right, SA01. Transport release. Actually, tasks we have to release it properly. Then there is a error. Transports from the target NWQ only, NWQ only, NWQ only. So there is a transport errors here. There are a lot of transport objects errors here. So is it, what is the transport target system here? Is it TMS configured correctly? Yes. And there are the errors actually. The package, object from the package, SDAD to target NWQ only. So there is a transport errors here. The workbench request as the target, but transport routes are configured to from package workbench system can be transported to NWQ only. So procedure, change the target of the transport change request NWQ. Okay. Then if you want to transport the objects from package, so there is a maybe some different way we created, I guess, this one. In the local or somewhere it's created, local transport or something. Yeah, all objects are locked. Yeah, but it's possible to so reset the note implementation. After the transport is moved, we can manually go to the SNOTE, then we can reset the note implementation. That's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, got it, Ravi. Thank you.
Yeah. Want to try, then we can just we can try it, but there are some transport errors. STMS configuration. Let me check. Can try it. Any other questions? Anyone? Yeah, perfect. Any other questions? Anyone? Oh, three systems are working fine. Super. So TMS is okay here. Okay. So please practice it. So the stuff is